patch behind the farmhouse, where the pace of life is slow, and the lilies on the lake are broad and lush. We're all living here in clover, and the mating season's over, so there won't be cause for anyone to blush. In our land both green and pleasant, every bantam, duck, and pheasant, if they had them, would be walking arm in arm. For our life is good and steady till we're plucked and up and ready. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. There's a turkey with a gobble, watches waddle start to wobble as the rooster cock-a-doodles the alarm. We've got bullets, we've got chickens, we've got quails and what the dickens. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. What a glorious vision this is. Inside her she's my missus. So forgive me if I'm laying on the spot. She goes in for heated quacking to point out the skills I'm lacking. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our junkyard of free rangers. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
Here where waterfowl have waddled, little chicks get molly-coddled. The cat would like to do them grievous harm. He's all sorts of brave, feathers rarely get to play.
It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
How they flatter themselves. I never show much interest in this group. I admit I'm quite a glutton, but this feathered form of mutton wouldn't even make a palatable soup. But when those little ducklings hatch, that's a flavor you won't match. They're delicious and I just can't get enough. As a felon who is feline, you will see me make a beeline for those tender little juicy balls of fluff.
Baka-laka-da-baka-laka-box.
In a waterfowl regatta, there's a moorhen full of chatter and a mandarin with continental charm. You'll find every goose a gander.
Though of course I'm rather grander.
It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. We raise sharks and classic poses, and we all have parsons' noses. But that doesn't mean you'll hear a single song. For all reverence is rejected, plaintiff foul play is respected. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our junkyard of free rangers.
It's no good paddling away. I've seen you. And it doesn't do for a duck to look sheepish. It confuses the other animals.
How's it going, Ida? You still sitting? I don't know, it's all right for some.
Well, if you like the sound of it so much, why don't you take a turn on the nest? And wipe your webs. I did the floor this morning.
Oh, Ida, you know I'd love to take a crack at sitting on the eggs for a bit, but you look so comfortable up there. It seems a shame to disturb you.
Huh? And what about that extension you promised to build on the nest? It's going to be awfully cramped when the little ones arrive, especially with that one big egg in the clutch. Goodness knows what size that chick is going to be.
You know, I reckon that might be a turkey's egg.
Oh, Drake.
I had the same problem with my ex.
Huh? Here we go.
We had a whole pack of troubles with the young ones, I can tell you. They're afraid of the water. She had me running up and down that bank yelling, "Frank Purdue," and they still wouldn't go in.
Drake, how would a turkey's egg get to be in my nest? Must be your side of the family.
We'll just have to wait and see who he takes after, won't we, dear?
Yes, dear.
Anyway, must fly. I promised I'd help the rooster count his chickens. Shall I see you back here later?
Well, where else do you suppose I'm going to be? As a duck when you're stuck, sat sitting in the middle of your nest, then at best you get bored. There goes Drake on the lake, I can see him through the rushes all the time, feeling I'm just ignored. I don't pretend that this is all his doing. I'm a sucker for the billing and the cooing. But when you hear that pitter-patter of tiny feet, it doesn't matter how long I've had to sit here minding my brood. Those little heads so soft and downy, their baby paws all golden browny, their beaks constantly open waiting for food. It's the joy of motherhood, those little ducklings walking round the line. I'll do what any other mother would to try to get my ducks living in style. It's the joy of motherhood, those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to get my ducks decked out and living in style.
Morning, Ida.
Morning, Maureen.
How's the mother-to-be?
Well, she'd be better if the father who was better at being the father who is. I sometimes think I'm better off pairing with a decoy.
Oh, I'm sure Drake will make a marvelous dad when the family arrives.
Not him. Duck by name and duck by nature, ducking out of his responsibilities. Ooh, I'd say if butts were meant for sitting on eggs all day, then they should have been designed with big old dimples in them.
Oh, Ida, the very thought. How much longer do you have to go?
Well, by my reckoning, they should be out by now. I went to all my prenatal hatching classes run by that self-satisfied stork, and she said about half a month, but 2 weeks is up.
Well, the best things come to those who wait.
I don't know. Why do we put ourselves through it? Every spring it's exactly the same.
But just think of all the rewards, all those lovely little ducklings,
All those beaks to feed.
waking you up at all hours,
Getting into deep water.
attracting unwanted admirers.
Like the cat.
Why do we put ourselves through it? 'Cause when you hear that dibble-dabble, you're proud to say, hey, that's my rabble. Then watch their maiden voyage out from the bank.
Like champagne corks, you see them bobbing.
Accompanied by mother sobbing, relieved. Thanks be to nature, nobody sank. It's the joy. Oh, prepare yourself, Ida.
It's the joy. It's the joy. It's the joy. Joy, joy, joy.
Mama, what a weird name.
What a big world it is.
Yeah, far out. I was getting well cramped inside that egg. Well, don't go thinking that this is the whole world. It stretches far beyond the lake, past the churchyard, though I've never been that far myself.
Wicked, let's go explore.
Wait. There are 1 or 2 nest rules before you paddle off. Number 1, no wet feet in the nest. Number 2, you must feather your own nest every morning. Number 3, no quacking after sunset. Number 4, no plankton in between meals. Number 5. Wait a minute, you're not all here.
Hey guys, look, there's gonna be a new member of the gang.
Look at the shell on that.
Excellent.
How come he got such a big egg?
Yeah, we all got cramped into a regular shell, but that one got a queen-size ostrich jaw.
Yeah.
Not fair, Mama.
No, Mama, it's not fair. It's
Hi, kids. I'm your dad.
Take a good look at him because you probably won't see him that often. Uniform, you missed it. The pitter-patter fatigue paddles.
Well, I'm here now. All right, kids, who's up for a swim? Now, what's the matter with you? All that sitting around, taking it out of you?
There's still one to hatch, and it's the big one, dumb cluck.
Let me see that egg again. It's definitely a turkey. You'll never be able to get it to go into the water. Just leave it. Come and teach the other ones how to swim properly.
Why don't you teach the others to swim properly? I've sat so long, a few days more won't make any difference.
Whatever you say, dear. Come on, last one to the Lakes of Coo. Wait for me.
Water roll, only good for keeping eggshells warm. On the whole, they have always been more uniform. This one's different from the rest. I can't believe a turkey's egg could fall into my nest. It's just a freak of nature, just a larger grade of all the other eggs I've ever laid. This one's different, but there's different. Does that bother you at all? No? How about water? How would you like to go for a swim? I'd love to, Mama. Thank heavens for that. I knew you were one of mine. Now your father has taken the others out for their first swimming lesson. So how about you and me doing the same, right here at the water's edge? Nothing too fancy, mind, just the basics to get you started. Ooh, it's a bit nippy, but we'll soon warm up. The important thing is not to be afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid, Mama. Can we swim out to the island over there?
Oh, goodness, no. It's much further than it looks. I haven't been out there since your father and I were courting. And I didn't mean to go that far then. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just follow me and you should take to it like a duck. You should take to it. Hold your head up high, like the most happy fellow while down below each thigh. Apropos, propeller must keep paddling, like the clapper, just keep paddling. With your flappers won't see me. You be dreaming and calm.
Like this?
That's the way! Bend your knees. No splashing, please. Sorry. And steady. Watch that eddy to your right. danger sign?
That's fishing line.
Fishing line.
Which strangles if it tangles you up tight. He's a natural in a class of his own.
This is wonderful, I am feeling full grown.
Look at you, you have every reason to
Hold your head up high.
As if free from all troubles, your back stays nice and dry.
But my bottoms and bubbles keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
It's not a race.
It's a skill I could master.
And clearly, you aren't nearly fit to draw.
No, I'm not. I could go on all day.
Have a break.
I feel fresh as a daisy.
Your legs must ache.
No, they don't. Are you crazy?
And baby, now my baby, we should stop.
Would one lap of the lake be okay? It's the greatest thing. Can't we have one more try?
This is Snackering. He swims better than I.
Pretty please,
Give me strength.
bend those knees.
Just one length.
Keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
Just beneath the surface, you may struggle to get by.
But nothing can deter you if you hold your head up high.
There, that's much better.
What do you mean when you said I'm not like my brothers and sisters? What's different?
Well, for one thing, I'm sure you can swim much better than they can.
You really think so? And what else?
It's important to remember it's what's on the inside that matters, not what we look like.
What's marmalade?
It's a sort of orange preserve often found on toast.
No. What's marmalade?
Oh my god. Ida, now listen very carefully, love. I need you to walk very slowly towards me. No sudden moves.
What are you quacking about?
There's something behind you, something not very pleasant.
This is your son, dear.
Oh, I've created a monster.
Don't be ridiculous. He's just not your average run-of-the-mill pond duck, that's all.
That's all, Ida. I have a reputation.
I know, and I wouldn't brag about it if I were you.
Mom, I'm scared.
I tell you, he's a turkey.
He is not a turkey. He loves the water.
Cranberry sauce.
See, he didn't even flinch. Now, come along, all of you. It's time to meet the rest of the duck yard and be educated in the ways of the world. Drake, stop staring at him. Now then, children, let's not make a fuss.
Look at him. Are we really sure he's one of us?
Family likeness isn't strong, still you won't poke fun. All of you must get along. He's a special son. Now come along, children, all of you. Follow me. But stay close to me at all times or you may get trodden on. And beware of the cat.
Look at him, lives about enemies are lost. Look at him, that was obviously NHL shock. But the neighbors scream and howl when they see our brood. He's the tallest one of all. Why are you so rude? Touchy. Hello, Maury. Hello, Ida. Hello, Drake. What a splendid brood. Did the big one hatch out all right? Oh. Look at him. Come on, Ida, tell me what went wrong. Look at him. Did you leave him in the egg too long?
I admire you for your pluck, strictly untrue. He may be no pin on top, and neither dear are you.
Well, I must be going. Just to the bar throwing French bread in the water. It sounds quite chic. I wouldn't want to miss out.
Look at you, look at me, what's it matter?
Isn't it obvious? Why don't I make you all laugh and stop? Why don't we play with the fishes? Because you scare them off.
Look at him. You admit he is a bit extreme.
Now parents both start quibbing.
Just a variation on the
You
theme.
truly have my sibling.
See myself the last out on the limb. Why did that everyone ask you?
There's your answer, dear.
Look at him.
I hate to be picky, but the duck looks a little bit picky.
Look at him rock. Did you ever see a pig with wings? Look at him rock. Don't genetics do the strangest things? Oh, the thought may not, he'll break the ties that bind. If you gave a cat a meal, nobody would mind. Line up everyone, time for the picture. Look at him, he's an ugly one, there is no doubt. Ooh, look at him, does he have his giblets inside out? Ooh, what else could explain his looks? Be quite so rough. How on earth will gourmet cooks reject himself? Look at him, see the details. Look at him, look at us, where's the match? Sometimes we find it is kinder if some eggs never hatch. Look at him, still a duckling, but there's so much more. Look at him, finest cat food that I ever saw. Better still, he won't be missed. They think he's a flop. Maybe they'll let me assist, giving him the chop. Now, in a moment, we will be presented to Her Grace, the most distinguished duck on the lake. She was once paired with a mandarin, and you'll notice she has a red band of cloth around her leg. That's the greatest distinction a duck can enjoy. It means that she's looked up to by both men and animals.
Now, don't turn your toes in, just bow your heads politely and say quack.
Quack! 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 Honk! Look at him, now he's ruining our photograph.
And how he's feeling.
Look at him, Mother Nature must have had a laugh.
He's quiet
your mister been messing around with my missus?
What do you mean? My mister looks nothing like him. My mister is a self-boasting, self-basting, fine prime specimen with wonderful spurs. As for that, well, I wouldn't use it to stuff a duvet with.
Talking of stuffing, I don't suppose you'll be quite so full of yourself come Thanksgiving.
I hate that word.
What? Stuffing?
No, Thanksgiving.
Congratulations, Ida. They're delightful.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Tell me, that big chap at the back, whatever happened there? He's not exactly classic Beatrix Potter, is he?
I wish the others wouldn't pick on him so. He'll turn out all right as he gets older.
Well, the others are a triumph, my dear. I only wish I could have produced a brood of my own this year.
Oh, I was so sorry to hear about that, Your Grace. You must miss him terribly.
He was a fine duck, the mandarin, but alas, he became crispy and aromatic before his time. Still, life goes on. Now, where has Maureen got to with that French bread?
You have to try. It's much better than the usual stuff. Even the crusts are nice.
I'll give it a dabble.
I think I have some room for a little gobble gobble.
Come along, children. Try this. Oh, it's delicious. Make way for the red-banded duck. Honk!
Ida, you really are going to have to do something about that honk.
Ooh, look! Croissants!
Croissants.
Get back! You're too big for your age already.
Why are they picking on me? I'm hungry too. On me?
Honk! 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 If they knew just how dearly I would love to. Honk! But it's true, I'm a bird that seems to lack the knack. I'm just different than the rest. And who can blame them wanting me to find another nest? But different isn't naughty, different isn't bad. So why should being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pod. No wonder they make fun of me. Life's harder when you're odd. But different isn't scary. Different is no threat. And though I'm still their brother, they forget. I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't want to be unique. I don't like these grubby faces, and I hate my stubby beak. There's one right in every letter, one black sheep in every book. But when you know it's you somehow, your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My looks may well be funny, but I hurt the same inside. But different isn't spiteful, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along. Different isn't hateful. Different could be swell. Different is just, well, different.
Hello, Ducky.
Who are you?
Why, I'm your friend.
I haven't gotten any friends. Everyone hates me because I'm ugly.
Oh, they are too cool. I think you look delicious.
What did you say?
I said that poultry can be malicious. Look at them. Look at them guzzling all that bread.
It's supposed to be really nice. It's French.
À l'orange. Do you mean to say that they didn't give you any?
Not a crumb.
Well, that settles it then. Lunch is in, on me.
Do you really mean it? You really are a friend.
Of course I am. Now come along.
I better tell my mother.
No! You mustn't. Look at her. She is soaking to her glaze. And don't you know, a duckling should never interrupt anyone who is soaking to their glaze.
But I really think I should though.
What a feast!
A little on the stale side, but one mustn't grumble.
Mama! Yes? Excuse me, Your Grace. Please don't stand on Downey's foot. She keeps going round in circles.
Mom, I've been invited to.
One moment, sweetheart. Billy! Don't take such big mouthfuls and soak it in water first or you'll choke.
Mama, would it be alright if
I'm sure. Well, I hope you're not just picking out the raisins.
Look, it won't take long. What harm can it do? And you're hungry, aren't you?
I am.
Well, that makes two of us. Now let's go.
Before, how she managed to lay that massive egg, I'll never know. It makes my eyes large just thinking about it.
I just think it puts out the wrong message having something looking like that paraded around the lakeside amenities.
Do you mind? That is my son you're talking about. There's nothing wrong with him. He just looks a little bit different, that's all. I think that makes him someone rather special.
Well said, Ida. I agree with you. And if I agree, everybody agrees. I think an apology is in order from you two.
Wait a minute. Where's he gone?
I thought he was with you.
Well, he was just a moment ago.
Well, if he's got any sense, he'll have gone to find a bag to put over his head.
Drake, that is enough.
Calm down, love. He can't be far away.
He was trying to ask me something.
Oh, well, he's probably just wandered back to the lake. You know how much he loves swimming.
Not without me. He wouldn't. Where's he gone?
Oh, for goodness sake. Turkey, you go search around the milking sheds. Henrietta and Maureen go look around the hen house. Ida and I will take the ducklings down to the lake.
And I'll coordinate operations from the grain store.
Ugly!
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 Welcome to the Kitty Cat Snack Shack! Fast food for famished felines.
It's a nice place you've got here.
A little bijou perhaps, but let's see. Casserole of duck, duck with cherries, duck and chestnuts, duck and pineapple.
Ooh, duck pate, duck pancakes with plum sauce. Ah, here we are. Duck à l'orange.
What are we having?
I'm having you for lunch.
I know you are, but what are we going to be eating?
Oh, I'll whip something up. A surprise.
You know, my mother must have been thinking of somebody else. She told me to beware of the cat.
Bless her. Mothers are all the same. For some reason, they think it's part of their job description to stop us from having fun. Not my mother, though. Oh, no, she was different. Do you know what my mother used to say to me? You can scratch the antique furniture to sharpen up your claws. You can lacerate the cushions if you're ever stuck indoors. You can dig up all the flowers from the freshly planted beds. And with articles of clothing, it's okay to pull some threads. But I remember as a kindergarten kitten, one phrase that left me singularly smitten. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So ducky, let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it.
Anything? Well, I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, kick us, go back to the shallows. Then make there's time, go sledding in the slime till March we find marshmallows. I'll go and slay a dragonfly, watch water from and race. To say that cats are dangerous, it's clearly not the case.
Oh, I'd rather play a game that's shocked than witty, and preferably with something in the kitty. You can play with your food before you nibble. You can jest with your joint before you slice. You can play with your food, but don't dribble. My mama gave the best advice. You can play with your food before you pump it. You can mess with your meal before you munch. You can play with your food, then help it. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
We could go rushing the rushes, dancing down a ditch, find a kind of place where it's moggy. Then make a little camp that is secret room dance for me and my mate the moggy. And if the other ducklings want to come and join our games, they have to make a promise first, then stop calling me names.
Oh, I'll help you to forget the way they scolded, just as soon as I have got my napkin folded. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So ducky, 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 let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can toy with your tongue before the crunch. You can play with your food while fighting. It's a crazy little game. So Ducky, tell me, do you like oranges?
I don't know, I've never tried one.
Well, suck on this. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
What's that noise?
Salivating.
It's coming from outside.
Oh, Zach, it's just those wretched children from the farm playing ball. Do they play with me? Do they cling around my clothing? I don't suppose that they remember that they own a cat. Some people just shouldn't keep animals, and 8 out of 10 cats who've expressed an opinion agree with me.
What are people?
What are people? Oh, no. You don't want to get mixed up with them. Bad news, that's what people are. Just think yourself lucky, duckies, that I'm going to spare you from ever having to encounter them. Duck! Yes, it's a duck. Duck! Yes, I know it's a bloody duck.
Actually, I think I'm a mallard.
Duck! Struck out by a foul ball.
Oh no, you broke the window! The ball's gone inside!
Oh no, they're coming in. All right, you hide in here till the heat is off. I'll try and find my way back to the duck yard. Perhaps we can have lunch some other time. Goodbye. Oh no. Was it right past the cowshed and left of the hen house? Or no, there's a pig trough That's right, I remember the smell. And there was a river that wouldn't let me swim in. And no, it was left past the cowshed. I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, take those little backs in the shallows. Oh dear, I think I'm lost.
Lost? With the cat, ducklings don't get lost. With cats, you know that.
We don't know for sure.
Did the cat really eat them all? That's gross.
Yeah, fancy something as ugly as that.
That is enough of that. I don't want to hear another quack. He will be back here by morning, and when he gets home, you are going to be nice to him. Now, off to roost.
An eerie mood descends the farm. It seems so strangely quiet. The rumor is the cat has had more ravage in his diet. Although he was an ugly boy, it hurts us now to say that feathers have been sighted in the pussy's litter tray. I don't mean to be rude, Ida, but the description. The donkey said he saw a cat walking away with a, well, it almost looked like that.
I don't believe it. He is a tough little duck, and I'm certain he can outsmart that mangy old Tom.
Of course he could.
No, he's out there somewhere. Probably on his way back right now. And if he isn't, I'll just have to go and find him, won't I?
Ida has our sympathies. Looks so sad and gloomy, but looking on the brighter side, her nest is now more roomy. Find it rather difficult to say consoling thing. Tonight the ugly duckling sleeps beneath an angel's wing. Tonight the ugly duckling sleeps beneath an angel's
Everyone back, please.
And roll it. So tell me, Ida, it's been a week now since your son went missing. How are you bearing up? Can you manage a tear for the camera?
What?
Oh, good, they've arrived. Leave this to me, love. Now, which do you think is my best side?
Drake, what is this?
Zoom in for headshot. Confusion, anguish, matrimonial disquiet. I love it. Now, close up for the reaction shot.
This, dear, is Jay Bird from America's Most Feathered. They're doing a feature. This will get us the one-up on the pelicans. Here's the photo that you requested. It's a bit torn, I'm afraid. And of course, we are all still...
Ida, there have been rumors of farmyard bullying. Do you believe your son was abducted, or is it possible he ran away to escape his persecutors?
What are you saying?
That's good. I'll buy that. Defensive yet emotional. Just a hint of anger. I'm filling up here.
Why can't you just leave us alone?
Nice, so very nice. Spicy cells.
Well, what about me? Does no one care what I think?
Sorry, sir, coming to end of transmission. I'm going to leave the final words with Ida, just in case your son is out there watching. But for now, this is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered, saying that if you see anything suspicious, from thieving magpies to lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard are waiting to take your call. All right, Ida, it's all yours.
And don't start blubbering, for goodness sake. But, Ida, you can't just leave me with the other four.
You managed, Drake. My mind is made up.
But you're wasting your time, love. You know you are. Apart from which, it's dangerous to go beyond the churchyard this time of year.
I won't be satisfied until I find the truth. Try to understand, dear.
A mother knows.
Well, here, you'd better take the cell phone.
Now where have they got to? Oh, shabby flock, I do wish they would keep up. No discipline. That's the trouble with the goslings of today.
They're probably tired, dear. We have been marching for an awfully long time.
Honk, would you prefer that we fly? With a chute on the marsh? I think not, my sweet. This way.
Excuse me.
I wonder if you could help. Keep walking, dear. Eyes front. You are for 4 o'clock. You see, I'm lost. No excuse for bad navigation. A bird who gets off his flight path doesn't deserve his wings. That's what I always say. Isn't it, dear?
Always, dear. But I can't even fly yet. I've got lost on foot.
Infantry! A messy business.
He's only a youngster. Maybe we should direct him. Give him his marching orders.
Oh, very well! We're geese. Migrants, you know, birds of passage, run a tight fleet. Wouldn't do for us to lose our way, what?
Well, dear, there was that one time when we ended up in Wayward Islands.
Windward, dear, windward. And that was a different matter entirely. Weak thermals, strong headwinds, fun of course.
So how come my sister managed to get to Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, quite.
Where were you trying to get to?
Back to my mother, on the lake. I think it's in that direction. I saw some ducks flying over a few minutes ago. Well, if you did, it was probably their last flying mission, what?
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard the ground to air? Bang, bang, pop, pop, what?
No. There's a chute on the marsh, dear. It's very dangerous.
What is a chute?
Well, it's a people sport. One group of men go through the marsh scaring ducks into the air, and a second group with guns go shooting them out of the air again.
The cat warned me about people. The cat? Yes, you see, I went off with this cat. Oh, his parents probably wanted to get rid of the ugly blighter.
Didn't your mother tell you how dangerous a cat is?
Yes, she did, but the enemy, nasty piece of work. Pull your wishbone soon as look at you. But the cat said he was my friend.
You don't want friends like that, dear. Your mother was right to warn you.
She was. Gun dogs. They must be starting the shoot again. Time for maneuvers. And I hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no other option. All right, at ease. Company! Fall in. I didn't mean literally. All right, men, eyes front. Let's have a look at you. Barnacles. Barnacles! When I said eyes front, I had hoped that your body would naturally be facing in a similar direction.
Sorry, Commander.
Pinkfoot, you've trotted in something. How many times have I told you to mind your own business? See to it. Snowy. Oh, never mind. All right, men, at ease. Now, listen very carefully. We have received orders to embark on a very delicate, not to say dangerous, mission.
Oh, what is that?
Our task is reconnaissance and reunification.
Oh, here we go! Translation, Dot. The duckling's lost his mom. Bless him. And we're going to find her.
If that's what he means, why doesn't he say it?
I always tell Compass students when speaking English.
All right, men, that's enough. Attention! As you know, we are about to take part in an exercise, the likes of which we have not faced before. Now, you are a fine body of geese, and I know you will give of your very best. Good luck, men. We are off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron will show no fear. We're off, and no matter where we roam, walks away, our air display must start. We're off on a wild goose chase, and our simple mission position the whereabouts of your fun. We're off at last, we're floating to kingdom come. We won't be back until we found your mom.
But we don't know where his farm is, dear. How are we going to plan the route?
Don't worry, I'll navigate.
That's what I was afraid of.
We're off on a wild goose chase. It's a thankless task, but we ask who could do it as well as we. We're off, came to solve this problem's crux. For what could be grander than having a gander for all missing ducks?
Excuse me, sir. Cat house runs from the rear.
What? I think we've spoken before on the subject of your spectacles, barnacles. Get them checked! Cattails do not advance. One of the things they are most famous for is being rooted to the spot. Stand back, roll peck!
What are you doing here?
What are friends for? I'm here to take you home. Your mother is carrying on something fearful.
My mother? You've seen my mother.
Of course I have. She sent me to fetch you. Special envoy.
Now listen here, cat. I'm in command around here, and my squadron has taken personal charge of that duckling safe return to his mother.
Haven't you heard the guns? I wouldn't try flying at the moment if I were you.
We will commence maneuvers as soon as the shooting party's over. Silence in the ranks!
Maybe I could be of some assistance. I'll go over to the chute and I'll let you know when they are packing up for the day.
Very well, but no funny business. I know several ways to skin your type.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
We're off on a wild goose chase. You may think it odd that a squad such as ours can perform this role. We're off, and we'll prove that's not the case. Avoiding the apple sword for this quack, and then return to base. Company present paper, company present comb. We are about to face our most perilous mission to date. I need hardly to tell you of the risks involved or of the ultimate price that we may have to pay. As we fly on to glory, I want you all to know how very proud I am of this squadron. Keep a stiff upward beak, men, and remember our motto, Semper Victoriam non pata de foie gras.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dot, and I'm your senior flight attendant. And on behalf of Captain Greylap, I would like to welcome you to this afternoon's flight from boggy marshland to some far-flung farm. We will be cruising at an altitude of several feet and flying in a rather attractive V formation. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, we would like you to observe the safety procedures we have gone through so many times. We hope you enjoy your pleasant journey, and thank you for choosing Goose Air's The Fluffy Skies.
We're off to a charge. This duckling is not so glum. We won't be back until we found your.
The coast is clear. They are putting their guns away.
Are you sure?
On one of my lives.
All right, men. Final check. Oh, and barnacles. Pick that thing up. I've been eyeing at it, and it looks like a parachute.
Commander.
Oh, and by the way, here's a parachute for you!
Pour moi?
You didn't think I was going to leave you here with that duckling, did you? Oh, no, puss. You're coming with us.
Oh, cat litter.
Our wings are spread, so don't delay. Our excess bags are stowed away. It's time. not always so easy to hold your head up high and appear bright and breezy. I thought dreams were made for a reason, but hope seems to fade with each season. And Mama, you seem so far away. It's your voice that I hear every day. Will seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere our hand looks to shadow I pass. Every moment that you're gone is more of a darkened bridge. Another prize, dream that's washed away. Just knowing that you're out there will help me to get by. Until we're reunited, I will hold my head up
Oh no, a people person.
Some corn so that you can lay me a nice brown egg with speckles.
Brown, I can manage, but I'm all out of speckles.
Oh, someone left a mark on the shag.
Oh, it's always where it can be seen. Some people are just so thoughtless. Why can't they step on the pattern section like civilized folk?
It's not that they left a mark, it's that someone at all has stepped in our house.
Oh, and look, whoever it was has burst through one of the pillows.
I'm not a burst pillow!
Oh my word, it speaks!
What are you, animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Duckable. No, duck. I mean, I'm a duckling.
Are you sure? Was your mother a duck?
Yes.
Well, she must have been sick as a parrot when she saw you.
That's a good one, Lobat.
Thank you, dear. I don't believe I've ever seen such an ugly duckling.
What are you doing in our house?
I was sheltering from the cold. I saw the doors left open and I didn't think it hurt to step inside.
Not hurt. Not hurt. I'll have you know that the mark you left on the carpet will drive the old woman to grab the carpet fresh, and we can't stand the smell of the stuff, can we, dear?
Oh, no, Tweenie, don't study yourself, please. He's obviously going through the mold. Hormones running amok, irrational changes, mood swings.
What of it?
I don't like your tone, young poultry, my lad. And mind that, you'll be marking on the anti-macassar next.
What's an antimacassar?
Well, I'm not sure, but obviously it works. There hasn't been a macassar in the house for as long as I can remember.
Oh, Queenie, you are a funny cat.
Cat? Are you a cat?
Of course I'm a cat.
So you're going to eat me?
Don't be disgusting, the very thought. No, I've never been one into the bird butchering business. It's too many feathers. It's like eating a meal and then flossing your teeth at the same time. No, the old woman poaches me a fresh fish.
But the old woman is a people person. Doesn't she hurt you? And you're a chicken. Why does she keep you shut inside? Wouldn't you prefer it out in the yard?
Oh, you must be crazy, all that scratching and scraping. Ugh. I live on the couch, thank you very much. Queen and I are domesticated, you see.
It takes all sorts to make a world. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want 'em here. Our taste is yourself most grateful that we are even considering to enter into conversation with riffraff like yourself. You see, Lobut's so named because of an obvious deficiency in the leg department. Lobut is normally most particular about whom she chooses to speak with.
And might I tell you that Queenie is downright snobbish when it comes to social intercourse with the poultry. I count myself most fortunate in our common interest in needlepoint has rendered us to be such close friends.
When one explores the great outdoors, one fears what one may see.
Where no reefs are perfect niches here on the settee.
Outside the world keeps changing, it's a constant state of flux.
That doesn't suit domestic folk. It's best left for you ducks.
Oh, it takes all sorts to make a world. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want 'em here. Our taste is good and liberal. Our views are well expressed. It takes all sorts to make a world. It's just that our sorts.
You know, I think my sorts are pretty.
Our sorts best.
What else do you do?
Well, we sit and chat, and sometimes I will arch my back and let sparks fly from my fur.
And then we sit and chat, and sometimes I will lay an egg.
And is that it?
Well, what else is there for civilized folk to do? What do you do?
Well, since you asked, my absolute favorite thing is swimming. Feeling the water close over your head as you plunge right down to the bottom.
Lobut knows all about plunging down at the bottom.
Come on, I'll show you.
Swimming? In the autumn? Ugh, I've never heard such a crazy notion.
Well, you could use the exercise. Do you think of your thigh meat? She has drumsticks like an ostrich.
Well, you haven't exactly been a slave to your step aerobics. It's as much as you could do to get your flap open.
Gracious, Lobut, you're missing your TV program. She loves to watch her antique show.
Where's the remote?
You're sitting on it.
6 months on, and still no sighting of the duckling, who, as you'll remember from the photograph released at the time, has what can be best described as a rather unforgettable appearance. Now, our experts believe that he may have already undergone certain changes, and they put together a composite of what they believe he might look like today. Some viewers may find this image disturbing.
I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. So, if anyone has seen him, please call in.
Mama!
That's right, viewers. We are appealing to you if you have any information. The number is coming up on your screen.
Mama!
Is there something you'd like to tell us, dear?
Mama!
Did you run away from home?
No.
Oh, there's only one thing to do. I'll call from the kitchen.
Oh no, the old woman.
Come now, she doesn't answer her own doorbell. Come in!
Quack, quack!
You again? How did you find me?
Thought I cooked my goose, eh? Is that any way to greet your long-lost father?
Your father? Ugliness certainly runs in this family.
He's not my father.
He is overcome. Son! Hug your daddy!
Now, dear, those who live in glass houses shouldn't be calling the kettle black. Or something like that.
He's not my father. Does he look like a duck?
You know, children, they will have their fun. Now, Ducky sings a nice poultry for keeping you all in one piece, and we'll be on our way.
He's a cat, I tell you. A sly, treacherous, no good,
Hungry.
conniving tomcat.
It's no good. The line's busy.
Well, hello.
Gracious, another duck? Haven't you got a pond to go to or something?
Shouldn't you be getting back? You said his mother was sick with worry.
I told you he's a tomcat.
A tomcat?
a drake. My mistake was letting her go searching for my son. Yeah, that one ain't right. I spent weeks feeling beaks, hearing daddy, daddy, daddy. I'm depressed around the nest day and night. And what sort of time do you call this?
We sort of lost track of time.
Dal didn't give a hoot.
Well, your father does.
Mama would have let us stay out.
Mom's not here, you're all grounded.
Oh, Bono.
And where did you learn to pick up a language like that? I told you not to hang around that Jay Bird. He's so blue.
Well, you say it.
That's different. I say it in a mature, grown-up, and adult way.
Still means the same thing.
Will Mama come back?
I don't know. And have you preened your feathers today?
We haven't gotten around to that yet.
What do you mean you haven't gone around to it yet? What do they teach you these days? You know what happens to a duck that doesn't preen? They sink.
But will she come back?
I don't know. And did you eat the pondweed I packed for you?
Pelicans don't have pondweed.
No, the pelicans wouldn't.
Will she find ugly?
I don't know, all right? I don't know. All right, kids, it's time to roost. Make sure you brush your beaks and don't take all the water. My bill's big enough. When Ida said to go, I had to let her. A shame because this apron suits her better. Where's the joy in motherhood? An endless round of chores that have to be done. And when you think you've seen the last of them, you find in actual fact you're back at square one. Where's the joy in motherhood? If there isn't something I just can't see. Yeah, Ida somehow deals with all of this, and then after all that, she puts up with me.
Dad!
Now what?
I will search every pond, I will search every stream, every river. And the broadest of bays and the widest of lakes must be crossed. All you are missing from my life, it's me who's feeling lost. Without you, I feel lost. Look at her, it's a shame that she won't face the facts. Look at her, can't you see the way the odds are stacked?
Well, have you heard anything from Ida yet?
No, she's got her cell phone switched off. But a pigeon did drop a note off early this morning. It just says, I'm here, Twin Jugs, Minnesota. I'm not sure if that's a real place or she's just being fun.
Look at her, nothing shakes her strong belief. Look at her, grief. And he's about so high with a rather characteristic honk.
Yeah, he shot through a while ago. I say he shot through. It was us who were shot through. It was like Sag Harbor.
I think you mean Pearl Harbor, dear.
Here, you can take this if it helps.
And how do we know you're not a cat?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, well, the last duck that came here turned out to be a tomcat. Ugh, one of those nasty creatures.
Did someone say tomcat?
No, Drake, listen. He was last seen traveling in the direction of Moreland Farm.
That's north of here, isn't it?
Yes.
How very interesting.
Help me, please, help me. Do you think... Help me.
Who are you?
I'm Penny, please. Do you think you can untangle me?
I'll try. Whoa. What are you?
A swan. Oh, mind you, don't hurt yourself on that hook. No point in us both getting damaged.
A swan.
Typical me. My first migration, and what happens?
Your first what?
Migration. The cold weather is setting in, and we're leaving today for the warm lands.
Leaving?
You're a funny one, all these questions.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Everyone calls me ugly.
Don't listen to them. You should hear some of the things they called me before the molt. Penny Dreadful, Penny Plain, Penny Dropping.
Pretty Penny? How can anyone call you names?
Well, it's just a stage we all have to go through.
Excuse me, could you lift your wing up? There. Now one last loop.
Oh, thank you. I thought I was going to be left behind, and this is no place to spend the winter alone. Where's your flock?
I'm lost. The further it seems I look for my family, the further it seems I actually wander away.
That's dreadful. When did you last see them?
In the spring.
In the spring? You've been lost since the spring? You poor thing, you can't stay here alone. You'll freeze.
No, I'll be all right.
Come with us. The others won't mind, and the next spring we'll return together and I'll help you find your family.
But I couldn't possibly.
Of course you could. Come on, or we'll never catch up.
Oh, Penny, I'd love to. I'd really love to. But I can't fly yet. At least not well enough to go with you.
It doesn't matter if you're not as strong as the others. I'll stay back with you and fly at your pace.
But I must keep going. I have to find my mother. I'm sure she can't be that far away. And besides, when you come back in the spring, maybe we can meet up again.
I'd like that. Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'm sure.
I don't like to leave you here like this, but I really have to go now. Goodbye, and thank you again. I won't forget you. Honk!
I've seen butterflies on bluebells drinking in the dew. Cobwebs in the sunlight shining. I've seen them too. I've seen woodlands in the autumn, falling leaves of every shade and hue. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. I've seen waterfalls cascading, sparkling in the light. Damselflies that dance their dance from morning till night. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds that fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. And though I've seen the willows weeping branches, the missing wood and air, a clear and starry night has nothing to compare with you. But even if she does come back, why would she want to have anything to do with me anyways?
Ribbit! Whoops! Pardon me.
Just leave me alone.
Sorry, Feathers, I didn't mean to make you jump. Not that there's anything wrong with jumping, of course. It sort of runs in the family or jumps in the family, depending on which way you...
What do you want?
Want?
Go on, you might as well get it off your chest. Tell me how ugly I am.
Ugly?
There, I hope you feel better.
Wah. Hang on a minute. Do you mind if I hop off and come back on again? I mean, have a word with yourself, Feathers. Who am I to call you ugly? Look at me. There. I mean, connect the dots. If we're talking ugly, they don't come much more aesthetically challenged than me. You know what your trouble is? You've been preening yourself too much.
What do you mean?
You got down in the mouth. Nothing. I'm getting nothing.
I want to be left to my own.
Now that's just downright antisocial. Hang on. I got a human in my throat. Oh well. I know how you feel, but you mustn't let it depress you. I once started out as a blob of jelly, and it's been downhill ever since. I say to myself, I'm just a handsome prince in frog clothing, and one day someone will come along and kiss me and release my inner beauty. And then I say to myself, nah, get real, who wants to French a frog? You know what our trouble is?
No.
Our image isn't in vogue. It's a question of taste. But you mark my words, one day ugly will be in. If you just sit tight on your lily pad, each silly fad will pass. Then those who sport this season's look will fall flat on that. Ask your mother what it's called. For fashion is a fickle thing, but just you wait and see. The day will come when we're in style, and then I guarantee out there, someone's gonna love ya. Someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all. Out there, just around the corner, in amongst the fauna, someone's gonna fall for you. Though I'm Tyrannosaurus Rexy, some will find me sexy in my way. Though it may take some time to find them, when you do you'll have a ball. Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all.
Do you really believe that?
Of course I do. If I didn't, I might as well jack it all in and donate my legs to gastronomic research. I'm telling you, Feathers, you gotta look on the sunny side of the lily pad. The ugliest of creatures have a few redeeming features, so why not let your better point shine forth?
A mouth that runs from east to west is bound to make you look depressed. It's better if the corners both point north.
That's the idea! So don't go into hiding, there's no need for disguise. Even some potatoes have got nice eyes, I'm telling you, Feathers! Out there, someone's gonna love ya! Someone's gonna love ya!
Warts and all.
Now you're croaking my language!
Out there, in a muddy puddle, someone needs a cuddle, though the chance is small.
It's true, just think, whenever you need boosting, one day you'll be roosting with a mate. Though it may take some time to find them, when you do you'll have a ball. Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all. Tell them, kids!
We don't know where someone will care. They're gonna love you once and all. Somewhere out there, we can't say where, or someone is gonna fall for you.
Though I seeing your feathers. And remember, one day it will be us who is the flavor of the month. Oops, what am I saying?
Goodbye, and if you ever find yourself by the duckyard, too, Cullen, I'd love you to meet my family.
Well, I hope you find them all right. Stay warm, stay cheerful. Ribbit, ribbit, see ya!
Gotcha, my beauty! Honk, honk, honk! It's no good you struggling and honking. I got a family to feed, and you'll make a fine Sunday roast. Honk, honk! Now, where's my knife? Woo! It's holding a paper picnic out here now. Darn, I must have left it in my car.
Hello, Ducky. I see the macrame classes have paid off.
You again? How did you find me?
Oh, a little bird told me.
Well, you're too late. I'm gonna be eaten by the people.
Such a waste.
Well, even if you're going to help me to escape, you'd only eat me yourself.
True.
Well, you're not gonna get me. Oh no, he's coming back.
Okay, listen. I have what I think you will agree is a very tempting proposition, which just might satisfy us both.
Well, I don't like oranges if that's part of the plan.
Okay, if you come with me, I will take you back to the farm and you can see your mother for one last time.
Either way, get eaten, right?
Well, you can't have it both ways.
All right, you're on.
And no funny business. Remember, this is the only way you can see your mother again. Shut up! It's this snow! It makes everything look the same!
Birds are gray and menacing, a place that would seem certain, and even God, King Wenceslas, would not draw back his curtain.
I can't see beyond the end of my beak!
Keep going! It must be close now!
brothers and sisters to rear. I couldn't just leave them. And now I'm too late. Oh, if only I could believe that.
Just knowing you were out there helped me to get by. And now we're reunited, I can hold my head up high.
It's him, Father. The Signet I told you about. The one who saved my life. Do you remember me? Oh, come on, say you remember me.
Of course I remember you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. How could I ever forget you?
Well, you should take a look at your own reflection. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds, then fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. And now I've seen the willows weeping branches, the misty morning air, a clear and starry night, and nothing to compare. Has nothing to compare with you.
You knew I was a swan?
Of course I did. That's why I asked you to come with us. If only your wings had been strong enough.
Well, now you can come with us and learn our ways.
But my mother, can she come too?
Of course I can't come with you. I'm just a baggy old duck. I can't teach you the ways of the swans.
But you taught me to swim.
And from what I remember, that nearly finished me off. Hardly surprising, really. Fancy me teaching a swan to swim.
But I want you to come.
I can't come with you. My place is with your father back on the lake. Bless him. They say birds of a feather should flock together. And your place is with the swans now. And I think I know someone rather keen that you should go with them.
But I've only just found you. I'm not sure I can leave you so soon.
Oh, but you must. Now go on before I get all tearful and unnecessary. But make sure to come back and visit us all in the duckyard. Look after him for me, won't you?
Goodbye, my dear. I know this will be hard for you, but I promise he'll be safe with us.
I'm sure he will. Now go on! Let's see you fly! Go on, you can do it! Take a run at it! That's the way! He was different from the rest. Of course he can't belong with me, I know I should have guessed. He wasn't mine to mother, he wasn't mine to rear. Another dream was washed away, another dream, another mother's tear. One, two, three.
You didn't really think I'd leave you behind.
Oh, but you must! It's your life now. You must think of yourself. You belong with the swans.
But why? It doesn't matter whose egg I came out of. You're my mother. You raised me. That's what counts.
Well,
it takes those sorts to make a world. You told me yourself that the duckyard would be boring if we all looked the same. So I'm coming back to be different.
We are both coming back.
To be the first swans on the lake. I was different my whole life. I was different as a duckling,
Now I'll be just as different as a swan. I like being me. I like my honk. I like being different.
You are certainly that. I'm so proud of you. Now come on, what are we waiting for? I can't wait to see Drake's reaction. I think he might lay an egg. And what that might turn into doesn't bear thinking about.
Wait a minute. I have some unfinished business to attend to.
Hello, Swanee? Swanee? How I loved you, Swanee! Oh. You can't play with your duck until you goose it! You can't chicken your swan until you grouse! We can't fricassee your mother! No! I can't do it anymore! I surrender! I am going to the Betty Fur Clinic!
Welcome home, my dear. I've been thinking. I'm getting very long in the bill, and I feel the time is right for me to relinquish the red band. Bear it with pride, my dear, for you are indeed the finest bird on the lake, as I know I was in my day. And let it be known that from this day forth, the red band shall be known as the signet ring.